Trevor Holt joins us now. Tips on how you can potentially negotiate a lower monthly rent. Tell us, Trevor.
Well, TJ, no, I know that a lot of people are probably just thinking everything is a little bit more expensive here, but the truth is that these rising housing costs are actually a big driver of inflation and not the other way around, and we're starting to see that all across the country. The reason is mainly there's just simply not enough housing. Basically, there's not enough. There's a shortage. We have a lot more people that are entering the market, young people, and the cost of buying a house has gone up a whole lot. And what that means now is all across the country, the national median rent for a two-bedroom has climbed 16% since just the start of the pandemic. We're seeing that in places like Miami, New Orleans, those are the most expensive, but even Tampa, Florida, Chandler, Arizona, outside of Phoenix, they've climbed up into the most expensive cities, TJ.
And Trevor, what's the rule? Folks will tell you how much you're supposed to spend on rent, but what's the reality really for folks?
Yeah, so the common rule you hear is 30% of your take-home income after taxes. That's what my parents told me. A lot of people are going to hear that and they're going to laugh about it because it's just not feasible, particularly in big cities. A better guideline might be 50, 30, 20. 50% is your needs, 30% is your wants, 20% is your saving and your debt. Your rent would go into that 50%. For a lot of people, that still might be a stretch, but at the very least, it can help you figure out what you can afford to spend on rent, and you definitely want to know what you can afford before you jump into a lease.
Okay, but Trevor, given the market, how do you go about negotiating a lower rent?
Well, I mean, step one is remembering that you can negotiating a rent. It's not a firm number no matter what. It's just simply an offering price, but you don't also just want to send out a lower number for the sake of it. You got to do your homework, compare it to similar listings, let them know what something that costs the same has that your apartment doesn't. You also want to compare yourself to a vacancy. It'll cost your landlord money to replace you, and also you want to sell yourself too. You want to make sure that you pay your rent on time. You're clean. You might be better than a bad tenant that somebody might come after you, TJ.
All right, good stuff there, Trevor. We appreciate you. Thanks so much. Whit.
All right, TJ, now